My friends didn't want to join up with me. Except the responders sounded like too much work. I wonder what they're doing now.
I love this music.
If you want to taste something heavenly
settled,
divine,
did Miss Rucker
Miss
have
Esme
any
is
other
always
requests
whipping
I could
something
help
up
with?
in the kitchen.
Well, not specifically asked, but...
Take home painting of our pristine mountain landscape. The flowers. Make moving spree. Decor part of your lifestyle. We offer exceptional work from local artisans. Our antique reproduction furniture adds sophistication and grace to any home.
Gather now, faithful followers of the most wise and beneficent Mothman. Let us light his holy beacon with the radiance of the fireflies. Let our beacon pierce the darkness and summon forth his divine presence, that we may commune with him and partake of his wisdom.
Bandits, everyone. There are bandits in Appalachia. Scary masked fellas with no mercy or remorse. Out of the shadows they came and took down every one of us in the blink of an eye. I'm only alive because they thought I weren't. Because I shut up and clenched my eyes like a coward. Maybe I can make it to that White Spring refuge before I bleed out. Until then, warn everybody you meet. There are organized killers out there, swift and sharp as a knife's edge. They're worse than raiders, worse than anyone. Watch your backs and sleep with one eye open. Or it may just be you won't ever wake up again. Bandits, everyone. You mean I ain't gonna make it?
A week, maybe 2. I'm so sorry, Mr. Price.
There's a lot of supplies here that look
Dadgummit. I'd hoped to live long enough to see a Brahmin with 3 heads.
I wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
How are you? Didn't know I'd be having visitors, but gosh darn it, I'll take any friendly stranger I can get about now. Huh? Ain't no way I could have predicted I'd have come in here for a gunshot wound. Come out with a terminal diagnosis of something else entirely. Though, speaking of the gunshot wound, it'd weigh on my conscience not to warn you. There's a gang of masked bandits out there. Ruthless they are, with scarred skin and red eyes like rabid wolves. They ain't human, I tell you. Well, I was out camping with some of my crew. I had trouble sleeping, so I opened my eyes, and I saw these shadows creeping over us. Well, I done hollered like a madman. Right away, they started executing everybody. I got shot, and I thought I was dead right there. Well, they must have thought so, too, because they left me there. I don't know where those bandits came from, but they ain't like no one else I've seen in Appalachia.
One day in Crater.
You best watch yourself out there, or tuck in here for the night. Everyone from here to Wavy Willards might as well be a refugee from what's out there right now.
I'm afraid we don't have beds to spare for those who are just scared. We have to prioritize the sick and injured, like Lehman here.
Oh, I'm right as rain. For the next week, anyway. Well, gosh darn it. Would you just excuse me for that? Mama didn't teach me to have radiation sickness in front of a guest. here says I got radioactive blood on account of all my exposure to irradiated ore at Emmett Mountain.
Technically, it was all the radioactive waste that made both you and the ore irradiated. But that's perhaps besides the point. Lehman is suffering from severe radiation sickness. It's impressive how resilient he's been. At this stage, we typically see fever, diarrhea, dehydration, convulsions. A positive attitude does wonders for the body's health, but usually not miracles. There's already significant internal damage. His symptoms will worsen, and it's too late for Radaway.
Say, isn't there anything else we can try? Some sort of miracle cure, or heathen rituals performed on a stormy night? Truth is, I've still got a dream to chase. Never thought much of it, but now I've got the Reaper's shadow looming over me. It sure feels a lot more urgent than it ever did before. I don't want to die just yet.
I shouldn't even be saying this, but I've heard some rumors. A radiation specialist up in the hills, north of the Savage Divide. I don't know what that means or if they even exist, so just take it with a grain of salt.
I think I'm starting to feel those symptoms you was talking about. A little phlegm ain't gonna keep me cooped up here. But I sure am sweating about those bandits. What if they got my scent?
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
Oh, boy. Well, this sounds like my very own private security. Only issue is, I don't got much to pay you with. It kinda, sorta invested my last paycheck in the Nuka World Arcade. But I do have this big old block of ore I found on the last operation. It kinda looks like a spaceship if you squint. Quality stuff. Doggy, we're gonna take the wasteland by storm. Let's go find this fancy nuclear specializer and see if they can fix me up with some new insides. I'll just wash that down with some water and get on my way real soon. I can make most of the journey myself. Just worried about spending too long in one place, really.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia. Everything is too clean here. Kinda dirty.
one more step in your mincemeat.
He's one of them. The bandits!
I need you both to explain what you saw and how you found us here, before I decide it's not worth hearing the answer.
I was just looking for help, honest.
Help? What could I possibly do for you that your smooth-skinned buddies couldn't hand you on a silver platter?
I've got the radiation sickness. I heard there's a specialist.
God damn it. I told them spreading that rumor would be the end of us.
So did you know about the specialist?
That's enough out of you. You both looking to purge your reds? Or just him? Don't think for 1 second that you understand why I need to point this gun. Oh, I'll tell it to you straight. I'm the specialist you heard about, but I can't rid your friend of radiation sickness. Only thing I can rid him of is his life.
Asher! Oh, hush. These are prime candidates for the gift of an enduring affliction-free existence! We must welcome them! Disposing of them would be terribly wasteful.
Now just hold on a second here. Who are you people? And what the darn heck is going on?
Let's start with your question about our identities. Radiation specialist is a bit of a euphemism. It was intended to help other ghouls find us. And other, potential ghouls.
The issue is, you recognize us already, which means we left a loose end. No one lives to identify the revenants.
Asher! Not this time you don't. I have been dutifully searching for those who could benefit from my procedure. Is this man not in need? I'm certain he can put the past behind in return for treatment. Isn't that right? Your name is?
Lehman Price?
Lehman! And I am Parthenia. And now that we're all friends, we can forget Asher's criminal acts and think about the future. You just have to agree to minimally invasive treatment and voila! Cured of all ills and no more worrying about pesky skincare routines. So, do we have a deal?
I sure ain't either. I wasn't too close with those folks that died, but they didn't deserve what you done to them, or what you tried to do to me. And for what? Ammo and scrap metal? But now you're gonna turn around and say you can save me.
Oh, more than save you. I can turn you into a ghoul, like me! And Asher, if he would stop being so bashful and recognize his boon for what it is. I don't go outside, so I don't know exactly what happened between you and Asher, but it sounds like things did not go according to plan.
Witnesses aren't permitted. Which means we need to do something about you two. Figure out what that is. Or I will.
Oh, of course, of course. The solution here is that you join us. A safe paradise for ghouls hidden from the dangers of the outside world. It's not like you have much choice. So, what do you say? Will the irradiated one go all in on a new lifespan? Or is being human so important as to die for? No need for a final answer just now, by the way. There are some preparations to make before we can finalize anything.
you?
By any measure, becoming a ghoul is a net benefit.
Says the lifelong shut-in with no interest in the outside world.
Asher, you have yet to provide me a convincing answer as to what we need out there that we can't have in here.
Courtesy, human rights, the ability to take part in civilization.
Not much of a civilization compared to what it used to be. The harvest is always richer in another man's field. Or so wrote the Roman poets. Anyway, we are wasting your ailing friend's precious time.
Now, hold on a second. I'm not so sure about this. Look, I am not one to judge too much by appearances. So what if your skin's a bit, loosely attached? But am I to understand it right that you all live in hiding and go out to steal people's things in the night? And if they see you, then it's over for them?
We tried it the nice way. People died. Ghouls. On account of nothing but our loosely attached skin. So don't you for 1 second think of us as some kind of monsters for trying to survive. It was people thinking of us as monsters that drove us to this messed up reality. Each one of those is a ticking time bomb. Maybe their friends treat them right. They act as protection. But as soon as a ghoul steps outside on their own, it's free range. A home for ghouls is freedom for us. We don't have to ask a human escort to make a trip down the road. We don't have to watch our backs, wondering if that funny look the newcomer gave us will become a gun to the head. Living out there, the fight never ends. Neither do the tragedies. We got sick of it. Now, for once, we have a place to call our own. I shouldn't have to explain what I'll do to protect that. I have to say I agree with you. We're only paying back the injustice that was already dealt.
This philosophy discussion is fun and all, but allow me to make a proposal. It's clear you need some time to persuade yourselves of the overwhelming benefits of this procedure. While you do, why don't you retrieve the materials I need for it? If you come back and decide for certain you want to perish in your deeply flawed prison of flesh, then there's no harm done. But if you do become sufficiently alarmed by the throes of mortal death to reconsider, then we'll be fully prepared.
Okay, yeah. I like that option. I mean, if it's between a painful death and a makeover.
Don't take this lightly, simpleton. Living life as a ghoul. You'll regret you were ever born at all.
Oh, so dramatic. What I need is a radiated ore. It's the only material with the right nuclear structure for massive simultaneous extraction. I have the base formula here already, but this version is incomplete. I need the ore to trigger the final reaction.
Or? Well, you mean like we have at Emmett Mountain? That should be easy. Maybe I could give you my key and rest here for a bit while you go get it. Turns out I'm feeling worse by the minute. Though I'd feel awful sending you to get all irradiated, considering what it did to me.
No way I'm letting you out of my sight.
Asher, why Why don't you go with them? Radiation's already done its magic on you. You can mine the ore and do guard duty at the same time. 2 birds. I'll watch Lehman, of course. We're going to become the best of friends.
Fine. I'm locking you in on the way out.
Then it's settled. Oh, this is so exciting! Finally, I can perform ghoulification on someone other than myself! Oh, wonderful! You won't regret it.
There's another shaft off the main operation. Best go there and stay under the radar. This key here will get you into the tunnels.
I'll be watching you, so don't take any suspicious detours.
This way, my dear test subject! Into the lab where the excitement happens.
Miss Parthenia, is it?
I'll be meeting
We're still
you there,
holding off on the
Smoothsky.
operation till later,
Don't be
aren't we?
late.
Of course! Don't you worry, the unburnt hairs on your smooth little scalp. They look very soft, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. I do make sure to comb it out every morning like my mom.
That's over with. Let's make this quick. Someone could walk in any minute. Need to go check on them. Found your way through that lock yet? I'll make this quick. You stay out here and save your smooth.
Are you new on the team? I see. Well, I don't want any trouble. I'm just a grunt. I came in to grab some tools. I'll just say that Marion hasn't been kind to other scavengers digging around on her turf. Not without joining her crew first, anyway. Hey, is that... Ghoul!
Just my goddamn luck.
You're not one of them, right? The bandits?
Sorry, lady, but you don't know what you're talking about.
No, you are. The same ones that attacked Lehman and the others. I was out in the trees when it happened. Just for a few minutes. When I came back, I saw everything. All of you ghouls. Underneath those masks. Just a step away from Feral. Why even hide it?
Guess we've gotten even sloppier than I thought. Look, I'm sorry, Scatter, but you were never supposed to be a part of this. Unfortunately, I've got no choice, newcomer. It's our code, and the only reason we've survived so long. No witnesses.
Wait, no. Oh God, wait. Look, I spoke quickly, okay? I won't tell anyone else.
Anyone else? How many have you told? That were ghouls?
A few of the crew, okay? I don't know how many I told. I was just terrified. Lehman told a different story. Didn't think you were ghouls, but something else entirely. Everyone's on different sides about it. They think we're exaggerating about a raider attack. You have to believe me. Please.
God damn it! You think I want to kill you? But one misjudged act of mercy could mean the death of everyone I care about. Oh. The killing of your crew. That wasn't supposed to happen. Most times, we take the resources we need and get out with none the wiser. But we can't afford to be seen. Because sooner or later, someone gets the idea to hunt us down. I can't let that happen again. Oh, you're goddamn right. Lehman's already broadcast that stupid message all across Appalachia. It's my fault to begin with, for being sloppy.
You're not gonna shoot me?
God, hurry up already.
All right.
Oh. I hope you're happy. I'll be tossing and turning for the next 5 months, wondering when the pitchforks will be showing up. That's a goddamn stupid thing to believe in. Some kind of future utopia where ghouls are accepted by all. No matter how much progress we make, there will always be somewhere that thinks different. Because the fact is there are ferals, and we look a hell of a lot like them, and the fact is we just don't know what makes someone feral or not. The best we can hope for is a place just for us, safe and separated. Never mind what's best for them. It's best for us. I used to think the same thing. Unfortunately, right isn't always rewarded with right. I'll stick to my own route, safer that way, but don't think I won't keep my eyes on you.
This is Dane Rogers with an automated alert. An unknown dangerous creature has been sighted in the vicinity of the Sons of Dane compound. This thing's been attacking the Buck's Den beer house every night while we party. We call it the Night Stalker. It's killed some of our best guys. Molly says loud music is what's pissing it off. So we can make a ruckus to draw it here and set up an ambush. Tell us some beast's gonna put it into our good time. So we're fixing on blasting the jukebox and jamming on instruments loud as we can. Even rigged up some old busted instruments to take around. Beat on some of them ferals we caught. That also make a proper ruckus. Something about all them particular sounds seems to send that son of a bitch into a blind rage. Any good hunters out there want to stop by and help us kill the Night Stalker tonight? You'll be rewarded in all the beer and partying you can handle. Message is set to repeat.
one teensy weensy chemical reaction and... With that, my dear Mr. Price, your new life awaits, stored safely away in this little canister.
You sure I'll be okay if I take this stuff? That I can start a new life? A good one?
Well, I did it. Who's to say that you can't?
I do. Not that any of you will listen to me. Don't do anything suspicious. Is your friend intent on destroying the life he has left, or what? I can't spend all day watching this foolishness. I'll say it for the last time, don't make this mistake. Parthenia's situation was unique, and maybe that made it right for her. But for you, the world will drop out beneath your feet. Everything you know and take for granted. There's no hope at the bottom of this well, at least not your version of it. You're not prepared to be something inhuman. No one is.
Well, maybe I'm not. But you and the other ghouls, you're still here. And don't that mean you have something to live for? Even if it's just each other?
You're damn right about that. Going through hell with these survivors has given me the most important purpose of my life. It's given me strength and grit that I was never capable of. Not in a lifetime of successes and failures as a human. If you're capable of understanding that, maybe there's more to you than I thought. Stop wasting my time and get this over with. Something on my
This is the
face.
correct answer.
What?
I don't want to die just yet. But if this path involves a version of me I can't be proud of, well, maybe then it's better to let things go. Leave this world the way I am, before things get all muddled and broken. Well, it might sound funny, but it's to find something to live for. People to live for, to make them proud. But I can't do that if I become something I don't recognize anymore.
It's hard not to cross that line. Too late for me. But if you can't be talked out of this, maybe you'll do better than I did. Just know it's not our side that'll force you to change. It's the world out there, and the eyes looking in the mirror at a corpse.
Well, that's the sign I was looking for. It ain't much, but I'm proud of the life I lived. I sure am grateful for the opportunity you offered me, Miss Parthenia. It was a pleasure getting the chance to meet you. All of you. I think I'll head back to Emmett Mountain. See if I can't manage a few good nights of beer and blast radius with the crew.
Oh, what a waste.
You made the right choice. Take it from a ghoul.
The offer stands if you'd like to reconsider. In fact... I'd like to have a private conversation with you.
Yeah, it sounds like you have your head screwed on straight. Don't let her unscrew it. Can't get careless.
I'll be forthright. We need more ghouls. I need to make more ghouls, I mean. The science is fascinating. Ghoulification cures countless ills, even terminal ones. But it has side effects. Flesh falling off is an obvious one, but there can be joint pain, loss of smell, loss of sight, degradation of the vocal cords, and so on. I mean, this is a completely new medical field we're inventing here, and I'm the only doctor they've got. I need data, I need subjects. With application and study, I could treat these ghouls. Maybe one day bring them back to the quality of life that people like Asher wish for. They'd be happy and more resilient to the wasteland than any human. And you could be one of them. No. When you put it that way, it doesn't sound very appealing, does it? Let me rethink my argument here. You are a very promising individual. Generosity to help a friend, initiative to track down a rumor, bravery to face us, and dependability in getting the job done. It takes a certain acumen to embody such wildly admired attributes. And to embark into the pinnacle of modern science, to give up what you know and embrace the benefits of a new evolution. I wouldn't be alive if I wasn't a ghoul. We are built to survive. We can do things no one else can. Who wouldn't want that resilience? Well then, give me your answer. Will you take the leap to become a lean, mean, radiation-eating machine? Well then, what are they? Permanent? You think I can just graft your skin back onto you? Suck out all the radiation like it never happened? Something like that would only be possible if we had a time machine. Or if this were some kind of simulation where you could select, oops, I changed my mind on that permanent life decision, please take it back. But alas, as far as my own limited awareness extends, we have only this fleeting, chronologically rigid reality. I wish I could say no to further tempt you into accepting my limited time offer. But in this instance, I am am compelled to practice honesty. So long as I have the materials, I will extend this offer to any and all who approach me with a desire for it. The materials you helped me procure should last quite some time. So yes, the offer will remain. You are keeping me in great suspense. Thrilling! The procedure is quite simple. Just pick up that inhaler and give it a puff. You may feel something like a rush of exhilaration. Just over there is a chamber containing a nuclear warhead. It's leaking heavily. You are to walk inside the chamber. The heavy dose of radiation will stimulate the reaction already happening inside your body, and thus expedite it. This will be painless, but will likely cause you to lose consciousness. By the time you awake, the transformation will be complete. Try not to panic when that happens. You will still be you, of course, just improved. At your own pace, then. I will, of course, monitor the entire procedure.
Rise and shine. And welcome to your new life. Here. With us. you're a miracle. First time I'm seeing a freshly minted ghoul. Except myself, but that was more of a gradual process. You must be feeling brand new. You won't be missing it for long. No more infected wounds, no more worrying about radiation. You're free now. Unstoppable. And you're going to carry our cause. The dream of the ghouls. See, people will try to beat us down because we have what they don't. And they're afraid of that. So we answer by living our lives to the fullest. Grasping everything we ever wanted in life, no matter who wants to keep us from it. Holding on tight, protecting each other, and lifting up ghoul kind. Doesn't matter who you were before. You're one of us now. And we're gonna count on you, just as you can count on us. That's everyone's job, not just mine. I'm Maddox, one of the founding members, along with Asher. And Elmira, but that's a story for another day. Once you feel up to it, please make yourself at home. You have full access to our facilities from now on. I'm sure the others are eager to meet you. Just let me know if you need anything at all. Whatever it is, I'm here for you.
Smooth recovery. Unless you're growing pustules under your tongue, which I haven't gained the privilege of seeing yet. Well, are you? It's nothing at all to be ashamed about. Tongue pustules are a perfectly normal, if uncommon, side effect. At least, according to my hypothesis, which, unfortunately, shall remain unproven this day. I need to analyze all the intriguing test results you gave me while you were unconscious. I suggest you introduce yourself to Jay. She can get you all dressed up for the outside world if you'd like to pass as a boring human. When you're done looking around inside, you can take the elevator up to the surface. Elevator's just around the corner.
No room for mercy. Not regretting this, are you?
How many mistakes before they kill us all? It's
You
like
go
I'm
into the
living life
surface,
on a knife's
don't
edge.
do anything stupid.
And not by
Watch
choice.
yourself out there.
Only a matter
Places to
of time
go.
before they find
I'll
us.
make you fit in anywhere. And who are you? A new doll for me to dress up? Or are you one of those monstrous and proud types?
This is all I have left.
Well, let me take you up on that offer. Javo, resident stylist, and nowadays, disguise expert. If you're heading into society for regular humans and want to blend in, I'll set you up.
Melt their faces off.
Move as one, lead as one, us against the rest.
Remember the days when you could walk up to someone and get judged by the qualities of your face? How bright your eyes are, The cleanliness of your skin. How much of a smile you were willing to crack. You do remember, because those days are still here. A stranger approaches in the wasteland, and they need to make a judgment, friend or foe. Well, most see the face of a monster and find that a little hard to trust. Even those who aren't actively hostile. Well, they aren't likely to offer you the same opportunities as the next lucky human. You want those opportunities back? Come to me, and I'll make sure they never know it's a walking corpse that's talking to them.
It's like I'm living life on
Pre-war magazines. I was obsessed with them growing up. All I had ever seen before was filth. Nobody cared about anything, except fighting over the next scrap. No dignity, no ambition. Then one day I found this fashion magazine. There was page after page of these women dressed in all shapes and colors. Confident and beautiful. They were almost from another world. You looked at them and could tell that they had strived for something. And that made me want to strive for something. Beauty has power. The power to amaze, to inspire, to transform. Well, unfortunately, not everyone has that power available to them. But I still try, you know, to give ghouls the power to live normally, even if they can't amaze anymore.
one day at a time. Yeah, right. Is that all we deserve?
Ugh, please. Spare me the pity. I don't want to hear one more time that it's the inside that counts. I look like what I look like. And yeah, most days I'm not too happy about that. It's completely unfair. Why me? Out of all the ungrateful bastards out there who would gladly sell their whole head of hair for a roasted rad rat. But I'd rather face reality than pretend I can still be the next Marilyn Monroe. It's not like I can't still create things that are beautiful.
Being human.
Who knows? Maybe one day the whole wasteland will be wearing the Volcattle. And they'll never know that I'm a ghoul.
They'll never understand. Move as one. Bleed as one. Us against the rest.
Move as one, bleed as one. Us against the rest. Don't get too sentimental. It'll make you weak.
Running out of supplies again. We'll have to ration. Stay on your guard. Anything could happen blazing in here.
Settling in?
Their faces off.
Well, take my advice. Don't get too settled.
I'll never go back. Never.
Everything I do is for the people here.
You been through Asher's training yet? They'll never understand.
I should have Parthenia look at this, but... maybe it'll resolve itself. Quick, clean, alert. No hesitations.
I've got your back.
Whatever
if you've
happens
got
out
mine.
there, I won't leave you behind. And not by choice. Heard you chose this life. Can't imagine why.
I don't remember what it's like anymore. Being human.
Watch yourself out there.
This is all I have left.
Move as one. Bleed as one. Us against the rest.
Don't get too
It's like
sentimental.
I'm living
It'll make
life
you
on a
weak.
knife's edge. And not by choice.
Can't wait for the smooth skins to come blazing in here and melt their faces off. One day at a time. Yeah, right. Is that all we deserve? Everything I do is for the people here.
I want to believe.
I should have Parthenia look at this, but... maybe it'll resolve itself. Stay on your guard. Anything could happen at any time.
Quick, clean, alert. No hesitations.
They'll never understand. I'll never go back. Never.
Only a matter of time before they find us.
Guess all this radiation's our protection now.
I'll never go back. Never. Guess all this radiation's our protection now. This is all I have left.
One day at a time. Yeah, right. Is that all we deserve? I should have Parthenia look at this, but... maybe it'll resolve itself. I don't remember what it was like anymore. Being human. I've got your back, if you've got mine.
It's like I'm living life on a knife's edge. And not by choice.
They'll never understand.
No room for mercy.
Can't wait for the sword skins to come blazing in and knock their faces off.
I want to believe.
Running out of supplies again. We'll have to ration. Settling in. Well, take my advice. Don't get too settled. How many mistakes before they kill us all?
Just breathe it in.
Protect and serve.
Hey, it's one. Hello there. You here to see the garden? Or, well, I hope you're not here to bully me. Well, no. Not anymore.
Move as one.
Not around here.
Lead as one.
I guess I'm still getting used to that. Anyway, I'm Ernie. I might seem like an odd one among all these tough fighters. More of a lover, myself. It's symbiotic. Whew. It's kind of a funny story, but they raided my town, saw I was a ghoul, and better yet, how rough I was looking, and they offered to take me along with them. I was hesitant to run with a bunch of raiders, even with their promise of safety. It was Maddox who convinced me. Said they were a family. All ghouls, all looking out for each other. As long as they don't force me to start shooting people, I can live with that. Oh, not too much. Mostly farming and cooking. Sharing when I could. Same things I'm doing here. Here's a lot nicer, though. More, peaceful. I couldn't ask for anything more. Nourishing life, harvesting it, consuming its rewards. And the cycle begins again. It reminds me of where everything comes from. Gives me appreciation for all the wonderful things we still have. For the fact that we're alive at all. My greatest goal is to bring joy to the people around me. If I can do that, and then they do the same, well, Then it's almost like there were dozens of me. I'm not worried about any sort of legacy, though. Only the legacy of the Earth. If I can somehow manage to leave it better than I found it, oh, that's a victory.
Maybe it will resolve itself.
Sure. I'm an open book. Oh, not same things I'm doing here. Well, yeah, I did. But those times aren't important anymore. There will always be people out there, troubled people, who are looking for some way to pass on how they feel. For some of those people, my condition gave them an excuse to target me. I was pretty isolated, to be honest, but I still found my peace. Always will. Not worth it to hold on to things like that. Sure. I'm an open...
Can't wait for the smooth skins to come blazing in here.
We got everything here. Flowers, fungi, fruits, and veggies. But only the most resilient plants survive here with the radiation. The ones that are able to evolve. Yep, it's truly amazing. When I started bringing plants in here, I half expected all of them to die. And most did. But some, well, they grew to become the flourishing garden you see here today. And one great thing about being a ghoul, we can eat practically anything. Mutated produce that will kill anyone else becomes gourmet for ghouls. Yeah, I've been called that. Been told to fight back, stand up for myself. I don't know if it's weakness or strength, but that's just not who I am. It's not worth it. I'll take the blows and move on. Leave the fighting to someone like Asher. We need people like him just as much as we need people like me, don't you think? Take care of yourself. Great to have you around.
I'll never go back. Never. They'll never understand.
Bunch of outcasts living underground. Protect and serve.
Only a matter of time before they find us. Heard you chose this life.
Ask me.
Can't imagine
air
why.
all the time. Wonder if I'm still changing too.
Guess all this radiation's our protection now.
I don't remember what it was like anymore. Being human. No room for mercy. You been through Asher's training yet?
Whatever happens out there, I won't leave you behind.
No room for mercy.
Quick, clean, alert. No hesitations. They'll never understand. Not regretting this, are you?
Hey, stranger. Ain't seen you around here before. Name's Debbie. Folks call me regular Debbie. Just roll with it. Came out of the pit. And now I'm here fixing up the place for the crew. Got all kinds of things breaking after being all but abandoned for 2 decades. And fortifications to build. But I don't mind taking a break to chat. Nice to meet you, too. You got good manners. Most of these ghouls got a mountain-sized chip on their shoulders. It ain't all sunshine and roses, but, go ahead.
Only a matter of time.
Tell me about yourself. What is this, a job interview? A blind date? I know old Deb's a catch, but buy me dinner first. Not a lot to tell, really. Born and raised in Pittsburgh before the bombs. Worked in the plants. You know, got this extra strength 10 when they blew the city to bits. And hey, I've kept my good looks ever since.
How long until it's taken from us?
This is all I have left.
This city got blown all to hell, that's what happened. What do you think happens when it gets nuked repeatedly? Relax. I know what you meant. Me? I was in the factory when it happened. One of the lower levels. Actually below ground. Only reason I wasn't instantly toast, probably. But, radiation doesn't care. Wasn't deep enough. Too close to the blast itself. I don't know. Should have died, and fast. But I didn't. Didn't know why. Didn't care. And I wasn't gonna wait to die of thirst or whatever. By the time I dug free of the rubble, I was already starting to change into the beaut you see before you. Lucky me, right? It was bad. A lot of the city was just gone. Rubble, blown all over the damn place by the blasts. The rest was mostly on fire. Not a lot of survivors. It's not above ground anyway. A lot of those were sick, dying, puking up their own guts, falling apart. Worse. I got by. Found places to shelter.
Never.
Scavenged for supplies in the wreckage, like most of the survivors. Got in some fights. Lots of people who could left. The rest of us who stayed started to rebuild. Some of the factories were still standing, so we got them running. Seems stupid, maybe, but it gave us something to do. We could make things, trade with other survivors. It's what we knew. When you go through that, afterwards, something that felt normal and gave living structure, you cling to that. This ain't something I normally talk about. I say what I think, and I'll take on anyone that's got a problem with that.
Running out of supplies again.
Being unafraid like that isn't the same as being... Hell, I ain't got the words for it. Yeah. I had family. Friends, too. I didn't mention it right away, but the first thing I did when I got free was go looking for them, hoping they'd survived. Somehow, I had. Why couldn't they? Stupid. My folks, their whole block was ash. My sister's place was one blackened wall, and what was left? It wasn't her anymore. The bombs took everything. Everyone I cared about. My home. Even my friggin' skin. This is all that's left.
Running out of supplies again. We'll have to ration.
I stayed a long time in Pittsburgh. Clinging on to home. Or at least, the idea of it. Truth was, that Pittsburgh became the pit. It wasn't home no more, much as I tried to believe it was. Home was gone. Once I finally came to terms with that, it was time to leave. Don't know where to. Even now, I was on the road and God knows where, when this gang of ghouls visited me in the night. I was shocked to see so many ghouls outside the pit. Less shocked when they started explaining things. How they were hunted, then hunted again. Said they was going somewhere to set up permanently, and they needed all the help they could get. Didn't seem like too bad a gig. Helping out in exchange for food and shelter. Maddox is under some kind of spell, thinking I'm gonna join up permanently. This kind of life ain't for me. I'll happily risk my hide in exchange for freedom.
I don't remember what it was like anymore. Being human.
Yeah. Sounds good.
One day at a time.
Is
that all we
All right, fine. So, I was working this job, and there was another Debbie, and she wasn't a ghoul. Some of the guys started calling me Ghoul Debbie. You know, so they knew which one they were talking about. So I had a little chat with them. The boots and fist kind of chat. You know the type. Told them with all the rads around. Pretty soon there'd be more of us ghouls than them. After that, folks started calling me Regular Debbie. I thought it was pretty funny. So I let him. It stuck. What? You don't have enough experience of your own yet? Yeah, sure. But I can't promise any words of wisdom if there's something you're struggling with. Like you wouldn't believe. Not all of them as good looking or as fun to talk to as me, of course. But yeah, we got a mess. Mostly the crazy cannibal type. You know the ones. But a lot like me too. Odds of a person turning ghoul are pretty bad. But you nuke a city that hard, you're gonna end up with a bunch.
Us against the rest.
You're going to the surface. Don't do anything.
How do you think? Everyone's scared of us. Even if we talk and act just like we used to. Some tolerate us better than others. But mostly, they think we're gonna go feral eventually. Fanatics talked a big game. Said they were different. Liars. Ghouls that go to them end up basically slaves. Or dead. Hard? Yeah, you could say that. Nobody's had it easy. But smooth skins ain't gotta deal with looking like this. I make myself useful. I kick the ass of anybody who gives me too much grief. I get by all right. You get reminded. Every day. Even if you don't look at yourself. Your best pals look at you sometimes, and you can see them, wondering. Is today the day your brain shuts off and you eat my face? Around here, you don't have to deal with that. But out there?
Quick, clean.
It never goes away.
No hesitations.
Maybe I'll have a different answer, too. See you around.
They'll never understand.
Ugh, got some cram on my arm.
Protect and serve.
Maddox says this is home, but how long until it's taken from us?
They'll never understand.
Only a matter of time before they find us.
Move as one, bleed as one. Us against the rest. Heard you chose this life. Can't imagine why.
I hope you know how lucky you got.
This is all I have left.
Fine. What do you expect me to say? That I'm jumping over rainbows on a pony? I'm fine. Next question.
Watch yourself out there.
Now that you're a ghoul, I'll protect you with my life just like I will all the others. Still think it was damn stupid of you to choose this. But maybe one day you'll see why I warned you against it. Then you'll be happy I'm here. Security. I watch the perimeter and make sure everyone gets combat training. Even the ones who are damn near hopeless as fighters. Long as they try, they'll get there.
Alert. No hesitations.
Humanity has two sides, you know? Especially before the war. You only ever see one side of most. The one that wants to be a friend. And there's the other side. The one that doesn't care much about being a friend. The one that strives to protect itself and what it holds dear. If you're smart, you'll listen to that side when it speaks up. Most people do. It's what we're doing here, and what they'll always do to us. Neither any better than the other, just
life on a knife's edge.
Different.
And not by choice.
Humans against ghouls, humans against other humans, even ghouls against ghouls. We're all the same in our mistrust of one another. Some here believe in a world where ghouls and humans can overcome our differences. That type of thing has happened before. But the first people to do it take a big risk. I'm not willing to take that risk. Some view that as selfishness. So here I am, between other ghouls who think I'm close-minded and humans who think I'm a monster. You just can't win. All I want is to be acknowledged with dignity from somewhere. That's all any of us want. For what we're doing to be appreciated. For our deficiencies to be forgiven. If you can even call them that. All right.
I should have Parthenia look at this. But, maybe it will resolve itself. Running out of supplies. Again. We'll have to ration. Don't get too sentimental. It'll make you weak.
Maddox says this is home. But how long until it's taken from us? I've got your back, if you've got mine. Can't wait for the smooth skins to come blazing in here and melt their faces off.
One day at a time. Yeah, right. Is that all we deserve? Whatever happens out there, I won't leave you behind. Guess all this radiation's our protection now.
We are the collective. We are the party. We are Legion. Our time is now for the proletariat. This camp grows under the sun of communism. Well, is a greedy mask that hides fascism. Crush capitalism before it crushes you. We are the proletariat. Our work is never finished. Back to work now, comrade. The only capitalist that can be trusted is a dared capitalist. Scanning for counter-revolutionary values. Results, several. This camp's dialectical materialism rating is insufficient. Final report. You must work harder, comrade. This land is filled with the filth of the bourgeoisie. It must be cleansed. Liberty is a farce. The dictatorship of the proletariat is not an idea, it is. This camp contains several elements identified as brightest deviant materials. Filing report. The how ma This unit has been assigned with the task of spreading the power of the proletariat. Comrade? containment materials will be confiscated. This unit will not rest until this land beats the crimson red blood of the Workers' Party.
Hello, dearie.
This land's idea of liberty leads only to imperialism. See through the lies, comrade. Fight for the party. Break free from your chains. We are the collective. We are the party. We are Legion. Our time is now for the proletariat.
Come here and tell Grandma Junko about your day.
This camp grows under the sun of communism.
Oh, please. Come here, little grandma. We pop a little something.
Crush capitalism before it crushes you. Greetings, comrade. Be on the alert, comrade. We are the proletariat. Our work is never finished. Back to work now, comrade.
There you are. I just finished preparing a little feast. I don't want you to be peckish later.
The only capitalist that can be trusted is a dared capitalist. Long live the revolution. Forward to victory. Scanning for counter-revolutionary values. Results, several.
I heard your stomach before I could see you. Eat something. You're still growing.
is filled with the filth of the bourgeoisie. It must be cleansed.
Oh, looks like someone is about to go on an adventure. You go have fun, but be back before dark.
Liberty is a farce. The dictatorship of the proletariat is not an idea, it is. Our work is never done. This camp contains several elements identified as righteous deviant materials, filing report, This unit has been assigned with the task of spreading the power of the proletariat. Alien materials will be confiscated. This unit will not rest until this land beats the crimson red blood of the Workers' Party. This land's idea of liberty leads only to imperialism. See through the lies, comrade. Fight for the party. We are the collective. We are the party. We are Legion. Our time is now for the proletariat. This camp grows under the sun of communism. Well, is a greedy mask that hides fascism. Crush capitalism before it crushes you. We are the proletariat. Our work is never finished. Back to work now, comrade. The only capitalist that can be trusted is a dead capitalist. Scanning for counter-revolutionary values. Results, several. This camp's dialectical materialism rating is insufficient. Pilot, report. You must work harder, comrade. This land is filled with the filth of the bourgeoisie. It must be cleansed. Liberty is a farce. The dictatorship of the proletariat is not an idea, it is. This camp contains several elements identified as righteous deviant materials. Filing report. This unit has been assigned with the task of spreading the power of the proletariat. Alien materials will be confiscated. This unit will not rest until this land beats the crimson red blood of the Workers' Party. For the proletariat. This land's idea of liberty leads only to imperialism. See through the lies, comrade. Fight for the party. We are the collective. We are the party. We are Legion. Our time is now for the proletariat. This camp grows under the sun of communism.
Put on a scarf. It's going to be cold tonight.
well, is a greedy mask that hides fascism. Crush capitalism before it crushes you. Justice for the worker, comrade.
Oh, are we playing make-believe today?
We are the proletariat. Our work is never finished. Back to work now, comrade. The only capitalist that can be trusted is a dared capitalist. Scanning for counter-revolutionary values. Results several. This camp's dialectical materialism rating is insufficient. Pilot, report. You must work harder, comrade. This land is filled with the filth of the bourgeoisie. It must be cleansed. Liberty is a farce. The dictatorship of the proletariat is not an idea, it is. This camp contains several elements identified as brightest deviant materials, filing report, This unit has been assigned with the task of spreading the power of the proletariat. Deviant materials will be confiscated. This unit will not rest until this land beats the crimson red blood of the Workers' Party. This land's idea of liberty leads only to imperialism. See through the lies, comrade. Fight for the party. We are the collective. We are the party. We are Legion. Our time is now for the proletariat.
Did someone dress themselves today? Remind me to have a talk with your mother about your wardrobe.
This camp grows under the sun of communism. Well, is a greedy mask that eyes fascism. Crush capitalism before it crushes you. Are the proletariat. Our work is never finished. to work now. Comrade. The only capitalist that can be trusted is a scared capitalist. Scanning for counter-revolutionary values. Results, several. This camp's dialectical materialism rating is insufficient. Pilot, report. You must work harder, comrade.
Welcome back.
This land is filled with the filth of the bourgeoisie. It must be cleansed.